Hey, do you know what a majority vote is? Oh, excuse me. I left my volume on too high with this new screen. But anyways, greetings, people viewing this live stream. It is I, Scilabs. And today we are here with something... Oh man, I want to be elusive, but my throat is just, it's awful, it's terrible, it's coughing a bunch. And I can't help it. I can't help but stop. It just keeps going. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing Your Turn to Die Death Game by Majority. Now, I've already played this game. I know up until the latest chapter all the decisions that you can make. So while playing through this, I'm probably going to make all the same decisions I would have made if this was my first playthrough. And I'm going to make one change. There's one part I'd like to change, but besides that, everything's going to stay consistent with what my original plan was for playing this. And I'm mainly just going to play this to play it because I like this game. I think it's cool. And you know, maybe me playing it will interest others. I don't know for sure, but it's something to try. Maybe if I post this to YouTube, someone will see it and go like, "Oh boy, that game looks fun!" And then when the remaining chapters get released, because this game is still being worked on. I think it's 4 years old now. But as that gets worked on, once I get this done, I'll be available for the next one. So anyways, let's hop into this, but before I do that, I would like to say that I did make a new sprite for my little VTuber fella for solely this game. And when I say solely, I've been talking this whole time. Even on the starting soon screen. I was talking. I made a reference before I started the whole thing. Thank you, Stingray, for letting me know about this. That's why I couldn't hear myself when I went to check for audio balancing. Great. There's my voice on the stream. That's great. I still can't tell, though, over how it is. So I guess I'll just turn down desktop audio a tad. No. Keep it on that. I'm sure this is fine. Man, I was doing so good! I was doing so good on my speaking! I was having a good time, I was talking well. And then that happened. Man. Oh well. Guess it's time to continue what I was doing. La da 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 da. Anyways, hi Stingray, welcome to the chat. Thank you for saving my stream, because I was gonna put work into it only to have everything be bad. Oh, what's the button to check the logs again? That is not it. My thanks. No, that's not it either. How many buttons precede the story along? No, that's not that. Numbers. Nope. Tab, nope. Maybe we can't check that right now, I don't know. I also wish my chat would load up. Excuse me. Because I know there's a second message in my chat after hello. But unfortunately, it's not going to catch up. Anyways, thanks. For what, I wonder? Oh, no, I don't want vertical tabs. Oh, you know. You introduced us, right? Me and Ryoko? Right. She's such a good girl. I'm moved. Cute, huh? Adorable. And I saw her swallow a donor kebab whole. Fuck. And I saw her swallow a donor kebab whole today. She's a real glutton to boot. Can I have my chat load, please? I've been having it sat there. And it's not refreshing. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, that message was sent at the same time as the hello, like within the same minute. But it didn't show up, only the hello did. Come on, technical difficulties, work with me here. A whole donor kebab? Wait, you went on a date? Whoa. Was on it till just a second ago. I came back to school so I could brag about it to ya. You should have just gone home. Alright, bragging complete. Let's go home, Sarah. Okay, so let me catch up on the things that I said off-stream. Or not off-stream, but while I was muted. First, I said the opening dialogue that's given to you at the beginning of the game. Hey, hiya. Random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? I said that, at the starting soon screen. Then I opened up the thing and showed my little VTuber fella, my little new guy, and how that's going to be for specifically this series. Then I said, I've played this before, up to the newest chapter, to the very end of it. I know all the branching decisions, and I'm going to play through the game doing the same decisions with one difference from what would have happened if it was my first playthrough. And through that, I'm just gonna stream this, and then eventually the next chapter will come out someday, and I will play it, and I will have this ready, and it'll be fun. So anyways, that's my thing. Also, my chat really is not loading. I'm still not getting that message about the whole speaking can't hear you shtick. Anyways, now that we've gotten that out of the way, where did I keep that tab? There it is. It's time to move to the path home. Actually, I just thought about something. I'm gonna go to this window capture real quick. I'm gonna rename it to YTTD so I can remember for later. And then... oh, I can invert it? Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, I want to do something with it. Oh, I know. I want the... what? What happened? I don't want it to capture my cursor and it crashed everything. No, come on, it's right here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Technical difficulties, why? Are you kidding me? Can I just stop touching stuff and ruining it, please? Come on. Okay, there's that. Then there's this. Why is it not in the right position anymore? It's in the right position, never mind. Okay, good. Then let's continue. Yay, you shouldn't see my cursor anymore, which that may or may not come into play later, I don't know. But now I don't have to worry about hiding it off the screen all the time. And then, Ryoko and I finally... How long even is this story? You listening? We made huge progress. This guy's such a pain. I don't care. Did you kiss or what? Don't be stupid. Doing that on the first date? They call people like that monsters. We held hands. Outrageous progress, right? I mean, it was mostly that I fell in a ditch and she was helping me out, but... For how gaudy you look, you're awfully shy. Huh? Gaudy this ain't. I'm hurt, man. That seriously gets to me. Damn it. Maybe I should go back to a crew cut, like in middle school. My stutter does not help with this whole reading shtick. Also, my throat is terrible, and my water is almost out already. And now he started moping. Hello, poster. A poster warning to watch out for strangers. A lamppost. A faint streetlight illuminates the area. I've rarely ever walked home at this hour. It feels really dark. What's up? Wanna hold hands? Yes or no? Do we wanna hold Joe's hand? God, I gotta stop coughing. Sure, buddy, let's hold hands! On second thought, you'd probably crush me with your that amazing grip of yours. Nah, forget it, Sarah. It's not like I'm boasting about it. But real talk, wouldn't it help things if you got a boyfriend? You can't sleep, right? Because of your stalker? Is that why you always go home with me? Dummy. I just wanted to brag. Sorry. Thank you. It's a bother. It's a bother is an insult, but I'm gonna say thank you. For what, man? Well, if you just feel like being grateful, I won't stop you. Hehe. Alright, let's mosey along now. Your parents will be worried if you're late. Right. Alright, let's go home. Home. Aw, we can't leave. No. What's that funky thing on the street? Hey, a fence. That's cool. Aw, man. Remember to be watching out for strangers. Oh, hey, stranger. I have to run. Joe, run. Huh? Phew. We made it home. Joe, you don't live here. This is my house. It's okay. Should be fine now that we're here. Joe, I'm relieved. I'm scared. I'm relieved or I'm scared. Joe, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Am I going to... What if he kills me someday? I'm not gonna let that happen, okay? Joe, call on me anytime. I'll come with a boatload of freshmen. That guy was staring, and it seemed like he was trying to talk to me. Well, your parents are waiting, Sarah. Yeah. Hey, Joe. I already said thank you. I should say be careful, but I'm the one in danger, so thank you. It's all good. See you tomorrow at school. Okay. Guess I'll go in. The house lights aren't on. Oh no. Hello, Nep. Yo, I love this game. Excellent. Excuse me. Also, I hit my mic. I'm glad that somebody watching likes this game as well. If you like this game, do you also like my little sprite? I think it's pretty cool. My good old front door. The door's unlocked. Guess it's time to go inside the dark house. No! Someone knocked over my plant! This is a terrible day. I blame that stalker fella. I bet he came over here to terrorize all the household plants. It's dark. Why aren't the lights on? Mom? Dad? Are you home? Hello, knocked over plant. The plant's fallen over. Something's weird about the house. Door. Over here's the bathroom. Over here's the bathroom. Over here's the bathroom. Cannot go to bathroom. Bad game. The living room. Normally, Mom would be in here watching TV and waiting for me. Back there is the door to my parents' room. Well, the living room's where the mother would be, so let's go to the second floor. It's locked. Who came in and locked the door to my room? Not Dad, right? Okay, that's all the same. Guess we have to go to the living room then. It's pitch black. This is bizarre. There can't be no one here. I'll turn on the lights. Okay. Light switch, turn on lights. I have a bad feeling. Still turn on lights. Okay, turning them on. Ah! Look, Mom? Also, my chat's been on a major delay. Yeah, I knew it. I was gonna open up my thing to see if something popped up. The spray's amazing, dude. Thank you. I spent my day off doing that. Yeah, I like it. I really enjoy it. Oh no, someone else talked and I know my chat's gonna be super delayed. Hello there, how is your morning? My morning is fine. How's yours going? Forgive me if I say this wrong. Mako Grozk. Have you been here before? I feel like you've been here before. I feel like I recognize this name. Anyways, I'm gonna continue playing the game. Not so good? Why's that? I ask, but I'm also gonna continue the story real quick. Mom! 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 Bum, 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 bum. Okay, story is no longer needed. Let's get back to the chat. It's still the same. So let's get back to the game. There's a key on the floor. Obtained room key. Why is this here? A washed bottle in its usual location. Fancy containers. A wall-mounted TV. A photo from a family trip in... Wait, where was that? Hokkaido. Not so good, because today my dad decided to go to the parents' reunion. And man, they have it on me. That's unfortunate. They have warned me with demonstrations. I don't know if I said that right, and I don't think I did, but I'm not gonna try it again. Because of drinking water without a vase. That's odd. Anyways, let's investigate some more stuff. Sorry to hear, though. But I also want to try sticking on point for the game this time. Try not to get too distracted by chat as much today. Because I feel like this is one of those games where it's like you want to be more invested in the game, even if you do know what's all happening already. A photo of my grandfather who died when I was young. Door. Bookshelves ranging from Dad's complicated books to manga and magazines. They're not at all organized. Door. Door to the hallway. That's where I came from. A door leading to my parents' room. That's the other door that we saw before. I guess let's poke our mother real quick. Mom, hang in there. She's breathing. It looks like she fainted. What do I do? What do I do? Let's go to the only other... Ah! Joe, you're terrifying. Sarah. Joe. Sylaps. No one was going to say my name, so I had to throw it in myself. And then I'm going to quickly check if the chat has advanced. Okay, nothing has happened, so I will continue. Please, help! My mom collapsed. Stay calm. Did you call the hospital? The cops? Not yet. I need to call. I'll handle it. Listen, Sarah, you need to be calm. Joe started to make a call. What am I doing? I'm all out of sorts. But I need to do something. Something. The stairs, the second floor. My room is up there. Let's go to my room. Hello, room. It's locked. Room key. I'll open it. Use the room key. The door opened. Danger? Dad? Dad, are you here? Mom collapsed. Dad, where are... Three hands. Yeah! Your turn to die. Death game by majority. By Nanki Dai. Oh, presented by Nanki Dai. I know this guy's name more than I remember the name of the guy who made Danganronpa. That's unfortunate, because I have such a longer history with Danganronpa. Is that all? How do you mean, is that all? Are you referring to my statements about the words that were said, or like the things happening in the game? Something relating to what you said? Sorry, I'm a little confused. My chat keeps being on a delay, unless that was recent and on time, and in which case I just do not understand. Where is this place, I wonder? Or where is this, I wonder? Am I looking at a ceiling? Why am I sleeping here? Remember the situation. Remember myself. I don't care about myself right now, that's not important. I think I went home. Right. And then Mom... Mom! I quickly tried to sit up, but I couldn't. Is there something on my head? God. Every time I try reading, I keep coughing up. I don't know what's been going on, but past like 2-3 days, my throat's been getting terrible for just speaking. And I already had COVID, but this is different. Think calmly. Right now, it seems I'm lying down. On a bed, maybe? What is this thing on my head? Okay, I guess we have to try touching to check it. I fearfully touched my head. It was some kind of belt or machine. Am I tied to it? It's like I'm being restrained. No way. What's the meaning of this? The temperature rose. Suddenly fear awakened in me. No. Where is this? Somebody? I had no freedom to move. Besides my head, my left arm, torso, and legs also seemed to be restrained. All I could move was my right arm. I got it. Someone? I was about to scream, then went quiet. The stalker. He'd harmed my mom, and he brought me here. I wonder, am I going to be killed? Sarah, are you there? That voice. Joe, is that you? Are you next to me? Yeah, but I can't move. Can't you do something? Joe's in the same situation? A phone? Search pocket. Ask Joe. Joe, is that yours ringing? You're right. Something is in my pocket. Here. Hello? Whoever you are, help us. Being voiced guidance. Huh? The first trial will now begin. Sarah and Joe, find the key hidden in this room, then remove your restraints. If you cannot do so before the time limit expires, the device on the beds will activate, and your bodies will be crushed with a thud. By all means, please enjoy this thrill with all your body and soul. The time limit is a healthy 5 minutes. And note that there is only one key, so please discuss who will use it. What the heck is this? The first trial? We'll die in 5 minutes? Ah! Where'd we go? Or what are we gonna do? There's no time to fret about that. Search pocket. I searched my pocket with my free hand, but found nothing. Ask Joe. Joe, check your clothes. Yikes. When I took the phone from my pocket, I might have dropped something. No way, pick it up. Got it. Grabbed it. It's the key. Alright. Use that key. Hurry and use that key. You sure? If I do, if that voice was telling the truth, I might die. But, Joe, I'm sure you can figure something out. Got it. I'll use it. Then I'll save you too, definitely. Damn it. That took some time. I need to save Sarah somehow. Well, I guess we're saving. Okay, cool. Quickly, we need to save Sarah! Oh no, what's this? Sandpaper hangs from the ceiling. What use is this stupid thing? A green lock. What should I do? Red key won't work, but let's do it anyway. Key seems to be too big to fit. Stupid key. Is it just useless? I think actually I need to... did a bit shave off the end of that key? A bit of green is showing through the scraped end. I was about to say, do I have to select the items? It's been a while. I think that answered my question. I get it. It was once a green key, and it's got a red resin stuck to it. If I had something to scrape with, maybe I could revert it to the green key. Well, sandpaper hangs from the ceiling. Aha! I can whittle the key with this. I scraped off the red resin, and the thinner green key showed itself. Green lock. What should I do? What should I do? Red key. It's unlocked. Really? I'll remove these now. Here's the problem. It's like I want to read, but it's struggling to just... Is that all? The game, of course. So, yeah, the game. Think what is... Joe Mama. Making quesadillas right now. Nice. After liberating. Use the code to your left to open the door. Why would I do that? I don't need that. Who needs codes to open doors? I'm sure the door is unlocked. Thank you, Joe. Can you stand? There's a door here. Let's get out of here pronto. Ah, wait, Joe. I don't know if that was Joe talking. Damn it, it's pitch black. See, the door was already opened and unlocked. It's all nice and good. Look at that. I can't see a thing. Go along the wall. We should stay put. Go along the wall. Left is a dead end. Seems we can only go right. I mean it, Sarah. Or no, I mean it, Sarah. Don't let us get separated. Right. No dialogue appeared for that. Dialogue has stopped. Where is dialogue? Okay, we have dialogue. Let's... Oh, no. I have an option, it sounds like, but there's no dialogue. Continue. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Oh no! Scary. No, red key does not work. But because we tried to use it, we scraped off a tiny bit of green. Sarah, look how smart I am. I got you out so quickly. Aren't you proud of me? Bum, bum, bum. Go along the wall. There we go. We kept going straight ahead. But as far as we walked, we didn't see any light. It seemed to be a very, very long hallway. Or maybe we weren't advancing much at all. Joe, use the phone for light. Let's be bold and run. Let's try this. That phone you used earlier, could you try that? Could you try using that to light the way? Nice one, Sarah. Man, you're smart. Did you bring it? I left it back there. Guess that's that then. What can give us some light? We were searching ourselves when suddenly... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wind blowing from underneath. My feet left the ground. Am I flying up? No. We're falling? The floor gave way. Eek! How long? How high? How far are we falling? Are we gonna die? It's your turn to die for a reason, Miss Sarah. I feel my senses growing distant. Hey, get up. What? Hello. You can't sit there stupefied forever, miss. Huh? Where is this? Beats me. Huh? I'm alive? I'm not even hurt. People! Who the hell are you guys? Where even is this? Like we've got any idea ourselves. Calm down, lady. Is there no one here who can explain? Just what is going on? How troubling. I'm gonna try giving voices. Can't guarantee they're gonna be good voices, but I'll try giving voices. They seem too distracted to take any notice of me. What in the world is happening? Bum, 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 bum. Hello, little girl. Some slightly calmer people are talking on the left. What's going on? Feels like we're wrapped up in some outrageous. Yes, it would appear so. Huh? Have I seen this person somewhere? Oh. The girl swatting seems terribly frightened. Did something happen? Well, we were just put into a life-threatening situation. One can only assume something might have happened to her. Looking right, I notice an especially restless woman. Ah! We've been abducted by some crazy assholes. Be quiet, meow. Don't scream in my ear, woof. Hey now. Fighting's no good. I could feel the tension in the air. There's even a grade school age kid? Hold on, let's just re-examine this. Look who it is. Look who we have here. Look at him. Look at this sweet baby boy. Look at him. Look at him, and then look at me. I think I got the clothes fine enough. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. Oh, you can't even see in the talking sprite, but I also have the little top part of the belt. Oh well. Question, how many are there? And who is this Joe guy? I see the resemblance in the characters. Yes. For how many there are? If we include ourselves, we have... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 people present. Anyway, so we talked to these three. We talked to these three. Let's talk to this man. In the center, there's a discussion happening, centered around a single man. Now hold on a second. We should confirm what each of us knows. That's all well and good, but I don't even know where this is. I don't know what that... I want to hear how that voice sounds. Hold on, let me... I'll get to reading things in a second. It's just, I need to hear what I sound like. Oh, well, that's me, I mean, I'm not gonna say a name, because that's a complete and total stranger I know nothing about. I'll just read his line in the voice, though. First, can I hear myself? I'm very quiet on my end, because I have the volume turned down. This is gonna be difficult, because I also have the audio playing in the back. Oh, wait, I know. Okay, there we go. And good. That's a way to test audio balancing. It sounds fine. Anyway. That's a way to test audio balancing. It sounds fine. Anyway. I had quite a terrible experience earlier, so I can't remain calm. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I know that was Mishima's voice. I mean, it's a strange man, strange tall man with glasses. But I just wanted to hear how that voice would sound to see if I was going to use it again. So we can guess what happened to the frightened girl, right? I mean, yeah, we can guess based off deductive reasoning. There's 11 people, and we were a pair, myself and Joe. So one would assume that the case is exactly what you would expect. Here's the thing, I've played this game already, so I know all the story, but this is kind of some of the thoughts that went through my mind the first time going into it as well. I mean, I could have just been wrong, but yeah, I had quite a terrible experience earlier, so I can't remain calm. They seem pretty confused. Huh? Joe? Who's Joe? Anybody know who Joe is? He's also wearing one of those collars. With a shiver, I touched my own neck. There was something. A collar? Can't get it off. Everyone here had a collar put on them. Oh no! Let's leave. Oh, we can't leave. Let's talk to our friend, Joe. Their discussion is still going on. Finally, my head was starting to clear. There are 11 people here, including myself. All of us are wearing collars. Why isn't Joe coming over to me? Has he not noticed I'm awake? Call for Joe, run up and punch Joe. Now, when I first saw this option, I didn't know why we'd go and punch him, because it seems very dumb, but I'm gonna do it, because I wanna punch Joe. I think it would be funny. Joe! Ow! Maybe that was too much force. Joe, so you're okay? Who are you? What? What kind of joke was that? What are you saying? I'm Sarah. Did you forget your own friend's face? Don't tell me. He's seriously saying he doesn't know me or something. Could you be the Sarah who's a terrible swimmer? What? That's fine, Sarah. I can't even swim. Joe, this is not the time for jokes. My bad, my bad. Man, you could say he's a real jokester. Yeah, I'll show myself the door. My chat isn't loading up. I have to switch to friggin' Streamlabs application to look at this. Anyways, why are they all using collars? I don't know. If I explain all the exposition of the entire story, that kind of spoils the whole thing. Slavery? Escape room. Difficulty hardcore insane. Sans joke. Nice. Joker. Yes. But anyways, now we proceed on after I check something real quick. There we go. Okay, thing has been checked. And my chat has still not caught up in the actual thing. Actually, yes it has. Hold on, do you guys see when I pull up my little stream chat on the screen, by the way? Like, right now it's on screen, and then 3, 2, 1. Actually, I can check on my own stream. if it's there. Yeah, no, it's not there, it's not there. I'm just joking around. Aha! Okay. Joe and Sarah, eh? You two are friends? Huh? Yes, we are. Thanks for that. Joe here wasn't speaking up, see? Must have been wary of something. Wouldn't even tell me his name. Alright, everybody, listen up. I bet we're all thinking the same thing. What is this place? Why was I brought here? And about all you know is who you are. What are you getting at, I wonder? How about we give introductions? Should ease the suspicion a little, at least. Introductions, you say? Not a whole lot else we could do. Am I right, Sarah? Huh? You're asking me? I support it. Don't get friendly with me. I support it. True. I want to clear up our situation. See? The calm ones know what to... See? The calm ones know what to say. Okay. Once you're ready, it's introduction time. Just tell me when, Sarah. I want to talk to So. I gotta stop using names until we get introductions. Right then. Time to give introductions? Yes. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Ugh. I want to do voices, but my throat's killing me. Also, I hate some of the voices that I'm gonna have to do. Because it's like some of them I don't have a solid grasp on what I want to go for. That's not to mock the actual reading, it's just my throat is awful. So then, I think we should all get to know each other a little more. So... Mom tells me not to give personal info to strange guys I don't know, woof. Well, I'm leaving. I gotta play some Game Boy Pokemon. That is perfectly fine. Big fan of Game Boy Pokemon. Go have fun. And, well, I don't know what else to say besides, go have fun. Gotta know the whole reason why people like Pokemon so much. Oh, really? You're not a Pokemon fan yourself? Well, go have fun and learn what makes Pokemon appeal to people. While I try to get through these introductions and not die with my throat. Stupendous. A level-headed child who does as his parents teach him. Yet this is indeed an emergency. Then we must prove that we adults are not suspicious characters. Ugh. Super suspicious, woof. Nothing for it. Well, where should we start? Let's start with you. Oh, we have to start with him. Hey, you can keep it simple. Name and occupation. Just take turns saying them. Choose this topic. That's the ticket. Got it. The wary ones can be for later. Raise your hand if you don't mind blabbing, sorry. Hello. I am Kazumi Mishima. I teach at a certain high school. You're a school teacher, woof? The world's going to... The world... I fucking don't know a name for... I don't know what to go for him. You're a school teacher, woof? The world's going to the dogs, meow. Boo hoo hoo. My name's Reiko Yabusame. Yabusame. I'm a singer-songwriter. Oh, I think I've seen you in a magazine. Fuck. Oh, I think I've seen you in magazines. You're the Reiko Yabusame? Dude, is this the time? Sorry. I am Kai Sato. I'm a rather unremarkable homemaker. What's with the stuff behind you? It's a frying pan, and a ladle, and a spatula. I didn't mean like that. Gyutaro Burgerberg. I'm a baseball player. Second string, though. Cool. That's why you're so big. 193 centimeters. And strong to boot, you hear? Seems... Seems no one else wants to talk. Well then, Sarah, how about you try asking things to people who want to hear from? Who you want to hear from? Me? Yep. Unlike me, people aren't wary of you, right? I understand. I do want to question people, but kind of worried about her. I'll start with who I'm most concerned about. Controls. I know the controls. I know how you play this game. Do not worry. But first I'm gonna save, so we don't have to go back to it later. Oh, shouldn't have saved there. I should have saved something else so we could look back at a potential death. Tremble, tremble, tremble. She's not in a condition to talk. Ask her name. Gently calm her down. Do nothing. Gently calm her down, maybe. Are you okay? Oh! Don't be afraid. I won't do anything. I gently place my hand on her trembling back. Thank you very much. It seems she calmed down a little. I'll try to talk to her again. Tremble, tremble, tremble. Still in no condition to talk. Alright, we can talk to her later. Huh? Did I not introduce myself? My name's Keiji Shinogi. Working as a policeman. Huh? Police? You got it. So don't trouble your friendly policeman. Well, not that I'm really that sort of cop. Then you should have mentioned that later, or sooner. Fuck. I need to read ahead before I read dialogue, but it's like, I struggle with reading out loud. I was never good at it. I need to try reading out loud more. I got abducted in the middle of an investigation. It was tough to find a chance to spill it. Shouldn't have been wary. Damn it. Wonder if we got caught by that criminal group. Criminal group? You were investigating alone? I was riding with my partner. Well, a coworker. But I ended up alone for just a second. Got conked out. And here we are. Is your coworker not here? Sure isn't. So it's not like everyone came in pairs. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess they didn't. Hello, Joe. Me and Sarah are high school classmates. Can I butcher reading anymore, please? This is the one reason I shouldn't play these types of games, is because I keep slurring and I keep on, like, mispronouncing words. And it's like I want to read it in the context that's supposed to be, but then it's not how I thought it was going to go following the line, so then I just flubber my words. Sarah was being harassed by a stalker, so I went home with her that day. Then there was an incident, so I called the police, but I heard Sarah screaming, so I ran upstairs. And there stood that damn stalker. That's the first I've heard of, that's the first I've heard of that. Didn't have a chance to mention it. To be fair, Sarah, you were knocked out, then you woke up, and then everyone was busy with this conversation. And the time you and Joe escaped that little trial, you know, there wasn't much time to focus on discussing that. So I worked up all my courage to punch the guy. Of course, I'm awful at fighting, so since I don't remember winning, I guess I lost. That's why I know that Stalker is the culprit in this case. Interesting. Go on. Sorry, but that's all I got since I fainted. Then again, this isn't a stunt just one jerk stalker could pull by himself. It's an organized crime, right, Mr. Kelp? Could be. Wonder if there's one in our midst. A collaborator with the culprit, playing the victim to blend in. Eh? Hearing Joe say that, I understood. Why he'd be so wary and acting so strange. What is it? You want to laugh? You can't say there isn't. You sure are funny. I hate this guy. A collaborator with the culprit? Maybe there could be something like that. Rum bum rum bum rum bum. I'm Kutaro Burgerberg, baseball player. Yeah, I'm a ball player. But if you work out too much and hurt yourself, you'll never hit the big leagues. Even among this bunch, this guy stands out. What country are you from? What dialect is that? What dialect is that? No kidding. What is it indeed? Grew up in a strange orphanage, so probably it's a mix of a whole bunch. But it was in Japan, so that's my nationality. Parents left me when I was little, and I don't know where I was born. Ain't nothing can't be fixed if you talk it out. Incidentally, I believe baseball has positions. I'm a pitcher, confident in my batting too, and I was lucky enough to go to the Central League. I don't really follow, but does that mean you were good at both throwing the ball and hitting it with a bat? Well, yeah, that's right. I don't know baseball either, but he seems pretty proud of his strength. I was all happy a long incoming comeback game, so I went drinking. Then I don't remember a thing. Then when I wake up, I got a collar on in this place, like I'm a dog or something. Such a bummer. Can't believe I can't get this thing off. Even his strength can't remove it. You're the only one I don't... You and Mr. I can't say because of spoilers, even though it's going to be told hereafter. You guys are going to have the most annoying voices to deal with. Just like the Gaudy Guy, my band's made enough of a name to get me into magazines. Don't call me Gaudy Guy. We'd finally made it to the starting line. The whole future stretched ahead of us. Is that makeup for performances? Like hell. The fans would weep if I went on stage looking this plain. That's plain? I finished my new track, so I had plans to meet with my bandmates. And then this shit happened. A session, I guess. Was your instrument taken? You can't contact them? Both of these are really dumb questions. Naturally, all my stuff is gone. My precious bongos, my phone, my wig, it's all gone. Bongos? Goddamn kidnappers. If you threw out my stuff, I'm gonna beat your ass so hard. Is now the time to worry about belongings? Fuck, her voice. I can't. Here's the thing. I can't really give her a tone to what I'm saying. As much as I can give to her just, I'm loud and I'm girl. This is gonna be my female voice for now. I mean, girl who doesn't have a name yet. I'm really bad at this. Some of that stuff's important as my life. As important as my life. I'm sorry. All her stuff was taken, huh? I am Kai Sato, a rather unremarkable homemaker. My best meal is Eggs Benedict. A chef, eh? No, not a chef, but a homemaker. Akin to a house husband. Same difference if both make tasty food. I suppose so. I feel like I've met this person somewhere. Do you know me? Where did you get all those utensils? Slay female voice Silabs. It's scuffed, and I'm gonna hate it. And Neff, I feel like you know why I'm gonna hate it. If you're familiar with this game. Oh, the frying pan and whatnot. They were in a room I was in earlier. So you got them after arriving here? Yes, that is correct. I felt they could offer protection. It didn't even occur to me. Would you like to use one? Huh? For protection? Yes, I'll offer anything but the frying pan. I mean, yeah, if I had this assortment of a spatula, a ladle, and a frying pan, I'd keep the frying pan. Then I'll pass. I felt like I'd met him somewhere, but talking to him, it doesn't feel that way at all. Is it just my imagination? Perhaps I should discard my cookware. But it could be useful for something. At the least, I bet I could make Eggs Benedict. But you don't have any ingredients. Just because you have the utensils does not mean you can make the food. Yeah, I'd remember it if I met such a weirdo. And lastly is you, Mr. Spiky-haired man, who I definitely keep saying the name of. Oh, hey, your name's on the screen. I am Kazumi Mishima, a teacher at a certain high school. Incidentally, I teach Japanese and art. Huh? A school teacher? Can't picture it. Indeed, I hear that often. I've got no right to say it, but you're suspicious from every angle. You truly don't have any right to say that! Apologize to the professor, please! Whoa now. What's this, little miss? Pardon. You see, she is a former student of mine. Please forgive her. He's really a good... Maybe I should go with this one instead. He's really a good teacher. Please don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, I feel like that one's more fitting than just be super loud, so I'm gonna try sticking to that, even though it's a bit more cracky. I suppose my appearance is shady after all. How shocking. Well, don't have much else to judge on. Don't know much about you either, little miss. I'll introduce myself. There's nothing guilty about us. Well, excuse me. It's time to cool down, yes? Should I ask Professor Mishima something? Ideas about this incident, memories before arriving. It was a joyous day. My students wished to be taught oil painting. So I held a lesson at a secret atelier. I don't know if I said that right.
Everyone loves the professor.
No, wait.
Everyone loves the professor.
I drove everyone home as well. And while heading for the last house, there was a security checkpoint. After being stopped there, it seems I lost consciousness. When I awoke, the first trial began. We emerged safe thanks to our combined wits, saved by my own student. The first trial?
I'm a former student of Professor Mishima's, currently at an art college. My name is Naogo Kuro. It's thanks to Professor Mishima that I attended an art college now. The professor's a good person. Please believe me, Sarah. I'm not especially
doubting it. Here's the thing, I also have neighbors and I'm in a thin-walled apartment, so this is funky. And I know I can hear their voices just normally from here, so I feel like they'll definitely hear me going like this. Yep, just Mr. Policeman here who suspected him.
Then please repent.
Sure, Professor Mishima's not suspicious.
So you understand? In that case, my work here is done.
I should ask now something too. The first trial? Memory being brought here? First trial.
The first trial? It was terrifying. It was a game where we were tied to our beds and had to escape with just one key.
That's the same thing we did.
Professor Mishima instructed me to use sandpaper on the key. Then I unlocked his restraints. Honestly, it's thanks to him I was able to stay calm.
Trust. Was that a game evaluated trust? Why would the culprit make us do that? Maybe it saw. Were they watching? Watching a despicable game that toys with people's lives?
Sarah, are you okay? You look angry.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find a voice. That I could try being consistent with.
I don't like Keiji, but I kind of like you, Sarah.
Eh?
Please take good care of your friend.
Sigh. I am Sigh. Rum-bum. Beanie Man. It's Beanie Man. Look, guys, it's me. I'm Beanie Man. I'm the guy on the screen right now. Do you see the resemblance? Actually, I don't even know if you guys can tell how different the skin tone of current Scilapse is to this one. Because I tried to make it a lot lighter to fit with the theme, but now looking at them side by side... Hey, I closed... Oh, yeah, stream delay. I was going to say I closed the app now. But looking side by side, there's really... It looks like it could just be my normal skin tone there. And not like the much brighter one that it actually is. Anyways... Sorry. Gotta readjust myself. I should introduce myself. Wow, your brother. Yes, yes. Oh, if I could be brothers to this man, I would be happy. I should introduce myself too soon. Fuck. Here's the thing that sucks. When I started the game off, I was muted. So when I had to deal with a shadowy figure that looked just like this guy, I was doing a good voice, and then I was told I was muted that whole time. So it's like, oh great, fun. I should introduce myself too soon. Huh? I feel like that's awkward. Fuck. I need a voice for you. I think I'm okay with Reiko, but you're gonna be the biggest one that I have to pick and try with. Fine. Or no. Fine. I can read the room, Woof. It's, the mature response, meow. Let's save the best for last. I can read the room too, meow. My name is Ginabushi. Or Ginabushi, Woof. I'm a 6th grader, meow. Fuck. I'm a 6th grader, meow. Great introduction, kiddo. Don't call me a kid. I just introduced myself because you guys don't seem like anything special, Woof. Do you remember anything about this place? Why you were brought to this place? Or about why you were brought to this place? Woof? Nope. Mom was late coming home, so I stayed up to wait. And I heard the intercom, so I thought she was back and opened the door, meow. A different grown-up was standing there, meow. Don't remember anything else, Woof. I see. Gin? Also, I know people get into this like Gin, Geen, Jin. I'm just gonna go with Gin. Just cause, I don't know, I like it. Don't give me those looks, Woof. I'm a strong boy, meow. He's acting tough, but he must be scared. Let's work together to go home. You're a tough kid. Let's work together to go home. Meow. Work together? Woof woof. Right. Not all grown-ups are bad, Gin. Can I believe that, meow? Of course. I'll only trust you, big sis Sarah, Woof. Big sis? Huh? It's not big bro, is it, Woof? Maybe I got it all wrong, meow. That's not the problem. If I had a little brother, I wonder if he'd talk to me like that. Alright, Kana, you ready to talk to us? I mean, frightened girl. Oh. Okay, well listen. You're cool, Kana, but I wanted, the best for last, and it's like, I'd put you up there, but I do have my preferences. Well then, should I introduce myself too? My name's Soiori. Well, just a job hopper. So living hand to mouth, meow? Hey, don't put it like that. It's not a ton, but I've got savings. When I imagine So having a voice, I think of Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa. It's like when I first ever looked into Danganronpa, or Your Turn to Die, I was thinking, Kokichi Nagito type voice. Because it's just, well, the fandom introduced me to Kokichi voice. Whereas Nagito voice I felt fit, but it's like then I deferred between Nagito and Makoto. Because it's the same voice actor for those. And I was like, no, I think he's more Makoto. So I want to go for something like that, but I just don't have any vocal training, Why wouldn't you introduce yourself at first? Naturally, I was wary like Joe was. Plus, saying I'm a job hopper is a little embarrassing. Just make up some lie, meow. You're honest to a fault, Woof. Hey now, you're an all-star. I don't know about that. You can't trust people like that, right? He's always smiling. He seems kind. Or maybe more timid. Come on now. Don't look at me so pitifully. Miss Sarah, you seem steadfast and strong. I'm jealous. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Ideas about this incident? Memories before arriving. Gosh, feels like you're asking in such a first things first way. I was on the way to my usual part-time job at a convenience store. It's a bad part of town, and I was aware of how dangerous it can be out at night. But the night shift wages are good, so hey, I work a night shift job too. We really are brothers. Suddenly, someone attacked me. I can't remember what else happened then. Sorry. I can't remember anything much. Well, neither can we. Right. Don't sweat it. Once you get home, go find a job, meow. Job hunting. Steady work. Looks like he's being crushed under not only the immediate fear, but an uncertain future. Want to talk yet? Are you okay? If you calm down, could you talk to me?
I'll say I'm Kana Kizuchi.
She was able to talk now. Kana, could you tell me more about yourself?
Okay. I'm in middle school, and,
It's okay, you don't need to rush.
I was coming home with my big sister. We were eating ice cream. We were just walking along and talking about what to have for dinner. Suddenly, some scary people came out from a black car parked on the road.
I see. That must have been frightening.
Yeah.
Her sister. What she just said makes it sound like the two of them were both kidnapped, but there's only Kana here. Just a hunch, but I feel like it would be bad to ask about it now. No. What about after you came here? Could you tell me about what happened after you arrived here?
Here? After I came here, my sister.
That voice makes me want to choke up. There's certain voices that if I try to do them, it really, makes me feel barfy. And that voice I was just trying is making me feel barfy.
Ah! Ah! She's dead, my sister. Why? How? It's my fault, my sister. Why?
Alright. So anyways, her sister's dead. I should have saved before that. Ah, there's a save icon. Oh, she's dead. Sarah, how's Kana looking? Excuse me. It looks like she passed out. Damn it. This is some messed up shit. She died? Yep, that's what I said. She died. She's out of there. Rest in peace, Kana. Kana is dead. Crab rave. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum. I'm actually, I like Kana. I like Kana. Don't worry. I don't actually want her dead. Anyways, what the hell did this poor girl do, huh? Does this culprit even got a heart? Seems like this isn't some joke or prank.
I don't like this. This is too awful. Just too...
I bet she failed the first stage. Maybe, that's always a possibility. Hey now, everybody. Don't lose your cool. We've got your friendly policeman here. Hey Keiji, you're the reliable one here. What should we do? You've sure changed your tune. Well, first things first. Why don't we confirm what each of us has found in this place? That sounds like a good plan. That's just what I was thinking of saying. See, I picked up this thing. It's a huge box, meow.
Bet you could fit a whole watermelon in there.
Wow! A watermelon! Like from Persona 4. Was this from the first trial? Yep. Bringing this box was the point of the first trial. Say what? Did some people have different first trials? We can discuss that later. First off, let's open this box. It ain't gonna. It's got these keyholes, see? Sarah, do you have any ideas? What, me? I just like catching you off guard. That's a lousy reason. Controls. There's item options. I has key. Large box, big enough to fit a watermelon. Wow, watermelon. This is it. The key fits perfectly in the hole. There are 3 keyholes, which means... Can we use our key too? Let's try it. Oh, and I wonder if Kana took a red key from Kana's clothes. It's not whittled down, but I'll give it a shot. The other 2 keys also fit perfectly. Alright, this might be dangerous. So leave it to the policeman. And it's open. What's inside? You might not want to look. Unfortunately, I saw it before Keiji could speak. Inside was a person's head. What? No! For real? Oh wow, Persona references. I know they're not Persona references, but it just makes me think because I made the wow watermelon one from before Persona 4, and now I see for real, making me think Persona 5. Wait, isn't it just a doll? Huh? Oh, you're right. A letter? Find my body. Bring me back, for I don't have arms or legs. Find her body. Where could the body be? Do we even need to find it, Meow? This could be a trap, Wolf. That's true. I don't think there's any need to do what the letter says. Think it's about time we search outside of this room? Isn't that dangerous? I want to get back home. Can't stand to just sit still here. Let's move in groups. So that no one does anything suspicious, right? I'm scared. If there's some other horrible device like the first trial... I've already forgotten my Now voice. Me and Now can look after Kana. If you guys are in danger, haul ass back here. Well then, who should I go with? Joe, someone trustworthy, someone to keep an eye on. Act alone. Let's go alone, even though I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things, because I think we still get stuck with the same group. I'm no good at acting in groups. I just want to explore alone. Oh, yes! Hey, Miss Sarah. Could we search together? Eh? Sorry. If you can't trust me, that's fine. It's not anything like that, just... Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I trust you too, Miss Sarah. But throwing around a word like trust just makes you look suspicious, huh? No, it's not like that. It's not like I really distrust you, so. Alright, let's get searching around. Don't have any big spills, guys. And be sure to share any info you find. Discussion end. Now loading. Alright, Miss Sarah. Should we go? The first trial, a doll head and a body. Let's try to find some kind of clue. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Now Enrico looking after fainted Kana. Sarah, come running if you're in danger, alright? Feel free to leave the heavy lifting to the guys. Then again, the scrawny beanie kid doesn't look so tough himself. You'd better run too. Well, what a cutting remark.
Best of luck, everyone.
No.
Best of luck, everyone. Yeah, that sounds better. Doing a bit of a higher voice with a bit of a pitch. Sounds like a better voice for now, Gokuro. So let's try to remember this for next time, even though I'll definitely forget.
Move. Do we want to go to question mark, 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 question mark? Okay, I'm not going to do this whole bit. Let's go to big one. Last time I started with small one. There's a red vending machine here. Seems to sell cigarettes. And in the back is a smoking area, I guess. Don't buy any if you're underage, of course. Can't go turning into a delinquent, Miss Sarah. Even lots of delinquents don't smoke, honestly. The vending machine is stocked with cigarettes. There's something in the dispensing slot. Obtained a cigar. It's got a high-class feeling, huh? Ah, sweet, cool, amazing. What's back there? Back seems to be a smoking area. What about game room? Oh my goodness, a pit! Is this a game room? Pretty lonesome considering... Feels like there'd be some kind of puzzle or trick to this place. I'll rely on your insight, Miss Sarah. Bum, bum, bum. It's a dartboard. How dreary. Playing here would just feel lonely. What's that thing above the dartboard? Seems to be a breeze blowing. There's a very deep hole here. Yikes, that's deep. Alright. Seems like there's wind blowing. The red door is shut fast. How curious. The blue door seems to open easily. Seems we can enter any time. I can't stop coughing. Blue room. Oh my god. What's going on here? Whoa, what are those? Pointing at shoes. There are human-shaped figures sitting in the chairs. Let's get closer and check them out. Hi, Qtaro. Sure, it's a suspicious place, I tell you what. What are you doing, Qtaro? Just getting a big old view of the room. But these guys, they're checking every corner, no hesitation. Ain't they scared of traps? Wonder what this big painting is for. Finding it curious. Yeah. Maybe try taking it off the wall? I think I'll check the easy things first, like these chairs. Besides, Sarah, it's just barely out of reach, huh? Hey, I grew a centimeter since last year. Don't take me lightly. Don't put me down, man. I'll be calling you Shorty someday. Ugh. Hello, doll. Something strange is sitting in the chair. Looks like it's a doll. A doll, huh? Let's inspect it. Let's take it off the chair and inspect it. The doll smells attached to the chair. It seems like there's something to this. Well, that's good anyway. I don't know what I'd do if it suddenly attacked. Hello, KG. Hey, Sarah. Put out your hand. Received 3 bullets. Wait, these are... Yes, I really wanted to give you some bullets. I'm sure if you find yourself any weapons, that you'll know exactly what to do. We're gonna kill Joe. He's my friend, though. He's my best friend. Why would I kill Joe? Because then we can make more jokes about him after he's dead. Okay, but why? I'm just joking, Sarah. It's a joke. We've already used that pun, KG. Fuck. Guess we'll have to figure something else out. Anyways, keep those bullets safe, Sarah. No, they're not mine. Found them while checking these seats. Checking the seats. I've never seen these in person before. Are these real bullets? Probably. Dangerous stuff. So would you take them? Why me? Joe will get antsy if I have them. That said, I can't give them to Joe either. So I'm counting on you, Sarah. Bum bum bum. Kai! It would appear that this is a doll. Its placement here seems significant. The head has a weighty feel. When I shake it, I hear this sloshing sound. Is there a liquid inside? Perhaps the kidnappers aim to have us stick a straw in here for hydration. Well, when we find ourselves thirsty. The head seems pretty solidly built, though. Apologies. I was trying to tell a joke. At a time like this? Truly sorry. That seems like a joke I'd try to make. Or not necessarily that, but just have that delivery of, oh, I was just trying to tell a joke. And then it just goes very south, because people don't pick up on it. And it doesn't really fit the goings on. It's like Sinnoh streams, because a lot of the time I'll say stuff and she'll just be like, I don't get it, I get it, man, I don't get anything. Anyways, ladder. Why is the ladder not inspectable? Excuse me. Hello, sir. Guess we can't do anything else here. For now. Bum, 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 bum. Red room is locked, I think. Tightly shut and cannot open. Smoking area. Central hall. Question mark, question mark, question mark, but the medium one. There's a green vending machine here. Seems to sell drinks, but I've got no money. A vending machine with high prices. Water and soda? Both cost 1,000 yen. Talk about price gouging? I think it's gouging. Yeah, I think that's what, $10? I don't know for sure. Bar. Whoa, no, I don't want that. Bar. This looks like a bar. Seems to be a lot of alcohol present. But you're underage, so keep away, Miss Sarah. You better not drink at a time like this either, so. On the other hand, some might say there's no better time to drink. Rum, bum, bum, bum. There's a bunch of names on the blackboard. Can drink. Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shinsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reiko, Kyutaro. Can't drink. Anzu, Kana, Gin, Kugi, Sarah, Joe, Now, Hinako, and Ranmaru. Oh, I thought Now could. Our names. And some strangers' names, too. Don't tell me the people who we haven't seen are... Alcohol. Variety of alcoholic drinks. None of the drinks seem especially notable. Gin is Gin is searching at a low eye level. Bars are just full of alcohol, meow. I hate alcohol, woof. And I hate my drunkard dad more, meow. Your dad has a bad drinking habit? He's an annoyance, woof. When you drink, you gotta be sure not to get swallowed up yourself. I'm drinking age too. I gotta be careful. Professor Mishima is inspecting every inch of the room. Oh, Miss Sarah. Have you encountered any dangers? Please take utmost caution, yes? What is that? Huh? That cigar. A minor can't be carrying around such a thing. I wasn't going to smoke it. I thought it might be a clue. Is that so? Apologies for my suspicion. It seems I slip into teaching mode whenever I see a student. However, well, let's see. Yes, could you let me hold on to that? I'm telling you, I won't smoke it. Handed the cigar over to Professor Mishima. Professor Mishima, please tell me if you need anything, Miss Sarah. Alright, do we want to click on anything else? There's actually a little place down here. I feel there's something on the side of this counter. Move the stool out of the way. A sliding door. There's a sliding door on the side of the counter. Open the sliding door. Let's open it, I guess. Yeah. Won't open. I'm too weak. I really doubt I can open this. What about me? It's not gonna let me, probably. Passage to bar. Bar. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Checking some things. Don't mind me. Looking around at all the different stuff I can look at. Having just a grand old time. Definitely not opening Twitter to quickly see something. And I'm gonna quickly open this again. I just wanted to see if I had any Twitter notifications, and also wanted to check something on my Discord real quick. Anyways, let's go to the Central Hall. Let's go to question marks. Oh, wow, a dart. This looks like a cafeteria. I wonder if our kidnappers are telling us to eat up here. Lighter. There's something on the table. Obtained a lighter. That's an expensive-looking Zippo lighter. There's something on the table. Obtained a small dart. It's small, but it looks fancy. The tip is sharp, so be careful. Thank you, So. Thank you for caring about my well-being. Back of the cafeteria. What an imposing atmosphere. That red lamp is eerie. Don't think I have the courage to enter that door. Hold on, before I... Okay, just to let you know, there's nothing important over here. Just felt like clicking stuff. Whoa! It's not locked. What should we do, Miss Sarah? Are we going in? Yes. Into the unforeseen danger we go. Here goes. Ah! It's horrifying! Look at all the bunnies! Something sitting next to the stuffed animals. Obtained bullets. These feel pretty light. Hey, let me look at those. Ah, these are dummy bullets. Dummies? They're like toys. If you put these in a gun, they won't fire. So they're not real bullets. Yeah, they're safe at any rate. I know. Let's have KG take a look at these. He should have more expertise than us. So maybe he can tell us something. I'm hoping they can give us some kind of clue about the culprits. There's nothing on the shelves. There's a heart-shaped vent on the wall. A clothed doll torso leans against the wall. It's not gonna move, is it? Could this be related to the head in the box? Usable as a blunt weapon? I wish I saved so I could pick that one. I'm gonna pick that one. Your imagination, it has some wild quirks. Quirks? More importantly, don't you think it's related to that doll head in the box? Find the body. There was that note, wasn't there? I wonder if the doll head from the box can be combined with this torso. Will that make something happen? It might, which is a little scary. Yeah, right. Let's search around for more first. Okay, then we leave. Then we quickly go back to the back of the cafeteria so I can hit the light. Red lamp eerily illuminates the door. Move back to the cafeteria. Back to the, central hall. Back to the smoking area hallway. Back to the game room. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. KG, hi. Alright, better be a good policeman and look around a little more. You keep it up too. Or keep it up, you two. KG, we want you to look at this. How do I select it? Is there a way I can... random painting. Okay, let's go to Mishima then, because I know he can do some stuff. Smoking area hallway. Then central hallway. Then passage to bar. Then bar. Then Mishima. What is that? This lighter. Indeed. Did you find it somewhere? Oh no, don't give me blocked text. I can't save like this. No. How do I save? Oh no. No, I need to save. Oh no. Shoot. Uh-oh. Oh, can we do this? Can we do this? Shoot. I've got to look at what it's actually... Where is it? Ah! Okay, well, it crashed. Come on. Give me something to work with. Ah. Well, that's scuffed. Alright, I think this is a good time to end then. I was gonna continue for a little bit, but this crash will send me quite a bit of a distance back. And I don't feel like dealing with that, so I'm gonna just send you guys off somewhere. So first things first, is anybody playing Your Turn to Die? Or is it just me? It's just me. That's too bad. Bum, 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 bum. It says there's right now 11 viewers watching this game, but the only person live is me and I only have 2. Oh well. So we'll have to go for something else. As for what, I haven't a clue. The go-to is Minecraft, so let's go for Minecraft, I guess. Or let's go for someone playing Danganronpa. Is anybody playing Danganronpa? Well, here's the thing, which Danganronpa? Let's go for V3 first. There's one person. I'm gonna go see Danganronpa 2 then, see how that is. Danganronpa 2. I'm not gonna go for Danganronpa 1 because I'm just not too interested. There are a few more people playing Danganronpa 2, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go Minecraft. I'm gonna go... Oh, wait, hold on. We actually have somebody live. I did not notice. So... Haha, that's funny because that's who I'm dressed as. We shall raid... Hold on, let me just get rid of this music. /raid Maluna. We're gonna raid Maluna. She's currently playing Minecraft, so I figured, you know, it's a good fit. It's a fine thing to pick. Oh no! I accidentally refreshed my chat. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. So thank you guys for coming out. I will probably off stream make my way back to this part and save, and then we can continue from there. But maybe later. I really love this sprite though. I kind of want to use this sprite just outside of Your Turn to Die. I kind of want to now because I love it so much. Anyways, if you stick for the raid, be sure to show some appreciation, so on and so forth. And I will see you guys after. And by that I mean, I'm going to load up the stream real quick first. Yeah, I have a 30-second ad, which is unfortunate because my raid, it's only got so much time left on it. I should have opened it first. I muted and everything. But I guess we can wait for a few minutes, except it's not a few minutes, it's a few seconds. We got 10 seconds left. 8, 6, 4. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Thanks for coming out. See you next time. Bye-bye.